Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, on the blogger site as an archive post thingy, and on Patreon for extra support. Any kind of updates and such I usually go about on Twitter X. And yeah, today it's our day off regarding gameplay series, sorry, and I will try to see if I can manage to go around doing some live stream. Already updated the VOD and I'm just finishing up to wrap up probably today the 32 the VOD 32. I think in that one we did go about the bell bearing hunter there. We did some stuff on Altos Plateau and the Evergold there near the elevator. I think that's basically it. I still need to figure out where I'm going next, but I think I'm going to, I don't know, maybe going to Mount Gelmir. I don't know, because it's the area more of the main path there. I'm not sure. I have to see the main route on how to explore things. But yeah, we'll see when it comes time to go about that. And meanwhile, if I cannot manage to stream, I will try to again record a couple more episodes so I can have a backlog on episodes to publish at the proper time. But yeah, basically that's it regarding the channel updates. Regarding news, we've got some interesting stuff from the industry. Now Samsung boosts the LPDDR5, so low power DDR5X to 10.7 gigabytes per second, and will come with in 32 gigabytes capacity per package. I'll be covering this mainly because this is going to be a good jump in terms of DDR modules, especially on laptops and again automotive industry and everything that needs shrinkage of the sizes of the DDR of the memory modules. And also, of course, AI. I think some of this is driven by AI accelerator stuff, and this will be serving that purpose also. The fact that Samsung is leveling up a little bit more than Micron. I covered also Micron, their speeds 8.5 and 9.6 gigabyte solutions is they are upping up to 10.7, which is faster, and they are already according to their press release, the second half of this year they're already going to get around and go about this and launching on the market, from what I understand. Again, the main takes is they in terms of performance is 25% up, capacity by more than 30 and compared to previous generation, but also expand single package capacity up to 32 gigabytes. And I think again the main thing about this new kind of modules is the performance and power consumptions, because usually it's used in a lot of handhelds or portable devices like laptops and such, and I think it's can also be integrated, for example, in Steam Decks and such, this kind of modules. I think because of the shrinkage in size and because they are way faster. But again, I'm not sure how can this be implemented there, even for consoles to a certain extent, because they are more power efficient, so less heat generated, so the cooling solution can be not so much I don't know, big, let's say, to handle all this heat from when you are playing games. Again, this kind of implementation and how it can affect the speeds of the systems where they are integrated, I think can be a good thing. But again, we are all going to see this by the end of this year probably. But yeah, at least we are seeing some good news regarding in that front. But yeah, basically it's what I want to kind of an update regarding this thing of low power DDR5X. The X, I think it's like whatever it is. But yeah, in terms of hardware, I think this is what I got for today. No, we got another thing here. I forgot to change here. I didn't see this. I think I saw the title of the video, this thing scam from Debauer, but I didn't. It does a lot of interesting stuff, but I didn't notice that was this kind of company selling illegal or fake licenses for 8064. Basically, it's like a Lamptron. Supposedly, it's hardware monitor displays, kind of a thing. Their solutions, they got these things to put. Some of them can be integrated on some CPU coolers and such. And after some investigation, the Bauer just figured out that they are using fake licenses on their products. And then there was the thing that when users wanted to update the software, of course, it will ping to the software. It will always verify the license, and of course, red flag there, and basically no more software for you, even though you supposedly paid for it, because they make that in all their site and all the things. They just with the software you got business full license and everything, which is it's a scam. It's again, they are trying to save money and sell you something illegal like it was illegal stuff. Yeah, some from what I can understand, some stores in the Europe already remove the things here, the hardware itself, and I suppose Ada parent company is going to take legal action because this is already open. Yeah, this is not going good. So I don't know if you ever thought about this. Again, this is a not to go company for this. Even if you see them on eBay's or any kind of like Facebook Marketplace and all that stuff, selling secondhand or even like it's brand new. You have to take an account that you have to pay. You can. I think the hardware is decent enough. But basically, what they did is just put a little board there to get the Ada software to run, because they don't have any proprietary software. It's just the Ada 64 that do the presentation and takes the telemetry of everything and present it on the screen there. What they did basically did it just put the board here on the and stamp it on the screen, and did the things to adapt to be put on the, in this case, this image, the CPU cooler there. But yeah, if you really are interested and if it's the solution for you, just take into account you have to buy a license for 8064 or else you might get in trouble there. But yeah, this is not good. Yeah, and they use the keygen for more things there. Yeah. Yeah, it's oh, and needless to say, the product costs around $270. The software itself. Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah, I don't know how these companies just go about in doing this kind of things and think that people will not figure out, especially this geeky, let's say, area where we got a lot of people that do their DIY stuff. So they people will eventually figure out, and this will come about, and of course, I assume they're going out end of business. But yeah, and talking about end of business, Take-Two now lays off 5% of their workforce, cancels some games here. Again, 5% reduction will translate around 600 employees, follow similar reductions announced in the last few months by the likes. Again, we've been seeing a lot of Epic Games, Riot Games, Microsoft, Sony, everybody to a certain degree did some layoffs. Again, my overall thoughts on this is I think we got a lot of acquisitions in the past year and a half. Some of them from Microsoft acquiring Bethesda stuff, the Bethesda studios. Yeah, Microsoft acquired Bethesda because the Starfield was Xbox Pass there, and a lot of mergers and acquisitions happening. And when these things happen, there's always going to be some cuts in terms of personnel. One of the reasons I assume is it's got a lot to do with the people, like two people doing the same job where it's not that necessary. But I don't know. And also one of the things that I think it has to do, one of the bigger things, I don't know if I already mentioned this. It's again, the problem is these are corporations. They just want profit. and they will always try to get away of getting around making more money, and if they can manage to do that by cutting job positions, they will do it. And again, this has to do a lot of the corporate way of going about things. Is they take their profits, and there is this vicious cycle, which is in the long term is never good. That's why then you got a lot of corporations that just go bust, and then they got acquired and all that stuff. It's a feeding machine there. It's stocks buybacks. A lot of it has to do with that, so they can inflate, let's say, their own value, so they can when they have projects to do, they can take loans, which is one of the main things that some people are not aware. They usually don't have a lot of that money on the purse to invest on projects. They usually take loans out of to go about those projects, and then again, like everything, you have to be yourself well evaluated. So the more you can inflate the value of a company, the better it is to get those loans at the cost that you that you want to. And also the fact that you have this insidious thing with the DEI stuff that mandated from BlackRocks and Vanguards and all those asset managers of trillions of dollars. They usually go about and lend the money to these companies. When they have this kind of DEIs and to put yourself in a better position to get lower how do you call it, lower interests on those loans. Yeah, all of that combined, usually from time to time you're always going to see this kind of layoffs here. It's something that it's bound to happen, unfortunately. Usually the job positions that usually tend to get out are, I think, are most of them, a lot of them are developers, or lower level developers. Yeah, which is not good. But as you can see here on their own kind of SEC filing, this is to basically enhance the company's margin profile. When they talk about this corporate talk for it's to improve their profits there, basically. And eliminating several project development and streamline its, and here I like how they talk, streamlining its organizational structure, which will eliminate headcount and reduce future hiring needs. Then we have also in this case of reduce future hiring needs, got a lot of bit of the AI things that they want to implement in some of these big studios. They're going to experiment a lot with AI stuff there. To reduce the need of having certain job positions, but it's not going to work out very well. It's already somewhere. I think somebody or some company already tried to use an AI to make a game, and it was a complete shit show. But yeah, and also the fact that Take-Two recently bought Gearbox for almost $500 million from Embracer Group, which had its own issues with trying to get around the $2 billion deal that went through with some Saudi entertainment company that didn't went through. And again, it was a mess there on Embracer. A lot of acquisitions they were going about without securing any kind of I don't know, financial security, I suppose. But yeah, this is not good, but it's something that is bound to happen. It's been always happening, but now we are having more spotlights on this kind of news. But it's something that it's always been happening, not only in gaming companies, but all over the place. You'll always get this kind of things. When the company can lay off people to increase their profits and still maintain some kind of functioning status there, they will do it. There is no way other way about it, because they have to present a better quarter than the last one, and in this endless walk of infinite growth is going to handle a lot of companies. That's why then some of them go down, they get acquired by cheap and all that jazz. And then when you got huge companies that have a lot of smaller companies acquired, If some of them are not performing as they are supposed to, they get sold off by cheap, and then all that jazz, and the cycle continues in this infinite growth kind of model there. But yeah, it's not good for the people. But in good news, we got the Witcher 3 Reddit beta signups are open. And basically what this means, it's not only you could always mod, at least Red Engine was always a mod friendly, at least from my perception, a mod friendly game engine. But what this REDkit does is basically have this kind of level of access, the same way developers have to make the game. So it's something that you're going to have for modders. They can tweak even more deeply, and even the mods can be better integrated, because now you have level access, dev level access, to go about in making mods, which is going to be very interesting how people will going to go about it regarding this mods. I think we're going to start to see when this thing happens, that you're going to see a lot of mods which going to tweak around gameplay, and the mission stuff is going to be way better, more detailed. I think almost similar to, in the scale, like for example Fallout London. It's basically a mod for Fallout 4, but it's basically like a new game. It uses a lot of the engine stuff there, but I think that they are limited by the fact that it is a mod, while this can be like almost a DLC kind of a thing, how it is integrated in the base game there, and the fact that they can change stuff in the base game itself if they want to. This modders now, I think it's going to be an interesting time to continue to have Witcher 3 on your library and installed. Again, at the moment it's beta signups. There is a new launch Steam store page. They got the additional information. Again, this is more people that are inside of things. Again, you got access to all the dev tools there. It's going to be very interesting to see what people will come up to. But yeah, it's something that I will try to keep my eyes close to it. And I will assume, I don't know, depending on how Cyberpunk 2077 sales, kind of how the potential of having a lot more sales or not, how they're going to implement the REDkit to also 2070 to Cyberpunk also. But yeah, it was last year they launched the Phantom Liberty. Maybe next year we might see something, because they are going off the Red Engine. They are all on Unreal Engine, so we might see them just launch the kit maybe next year or something like that, or maybe when we are approaching the sequel, which is, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 years, we might see something similar to Cyberpunk, and we'll see a lot of more stuff regarding Cyberpunk there. It will bring a new life to the game itself. How it will appear also on Witcher 3, I think when this when you start seeing mods that take advantage of this REDkit, you will see a little bit more sales happening there, because it's a new thing. It's more in-depth. You can take a lot of things, not only just trying to injecting things with mods, but something that can be almost announced as basically an expansion. But yeah, this is what I got in terms of news. In terms of deals, we still have Ghost Runner for free. Should be until tomorrow, late night or early night at my time zone there. So you still got around at least a day and a half of the date of publishing to get this game for free. On Steam we got Black Mesa. They got the Necro patch now. This is basically the remake of Half-Life 1. And it's 80% off. I think this is a huge deal, and I think it's a good way to experience Half-Life 1 with enhanced graphics, because the remake is very faithful, even in terms of gameplay and the such. It's just I think it uses the version of Source Engine from the same that Half-Life 2, if not mistaken, so it's an improvement in that sense. We got also Midnight Suns, 75% off. I think the Legendary Edition is the better one because it has the things for the DLC for the characters and their decks there. Yeah, the story seemed pretty interesting. The introduction of these new characters, and it gels well with the base game there. We got also Jagged Alliance, 50% off. Oh, 50%. I think usually it was around 40% last time it was on sale. But yeah, this is one of those that it's kind of my jam here. Very intricate on squad management and all that stuff, and how you go about the world itself and doing the missions. We got also Planet of Lana, 35% off. I think this is a pretty good game. Then we got also Alien Dark Descent, 35% off. We got Cocoon. Everybody knows what Cocoon is. 30% off. We got Dredge. 30% off. This is the base version. The deluxe version at this moment is not on sale. It was before, but now it's the base version here. I think there was some DLC announced or something there. I think they are preparing. Oh no, it's not a DLC. It's a motion picture. I think it's being prepared for Dredge. Which is interesting enough. Then we got also Wartales, very in line with the Jagged Alliance, and Wartales is 25% off. We got also Pacific Drive, 20% off. Again, this is one of those that I'm really interested on seeing how I can go about it. And then on GOG, these ones will end around 20 hours or so on the date of publishing this game. Got Miasma Chronicle, 60% off. Control Ultimate Edition, 75% off. Children of Mars Complete Edition, again, this is like a isometric roguelike pixel art kind of a thing there. I think it's a pretty good one. Then we got the Bioshock trilogy, the remastered version for the first and the second one. And then we got Bioshock Infinite Complete Edition, which has all the DLC there. 80% off, 85 on the second and 75 on the first one. And yeah, this is what I got for you today that caught my interest here. Yeah, I will just plug on my Patreon to wrap this up. The Patreon at this moment in time is for extra support, is mainly for me to get around and find a way of a storage solution for me to be able to get backups of the stuff that I do for my clients, and also some extra space for the videos that I do for this channel. And all other said, guys, I hope you have a full day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, let me master out.